What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and this is my updated list of my top 10 most anticipated sneaker releases of 2019. We're officially 1/4 of the way through 2019 and I've got to say the first 3 months of the year didn't disappoint. We had a lot of great sneakers release and even more announcements of even better sneakers releasing later on in the year. So because there are just so many awesome sneakers releasing in the next 9 months, I wanted to create an updated version of my most anticipated sneakers and the shoes that I'm looking forward to most. The way I laid this video out is just like your standard top 10 video, except the order of the shoes don't really matter because they're ordered based on release date. Now obviously release dates change and some of these sneakers don't even have solid release dates, but as of the beginning of April, this is when each one of these shoes is supposed to drop. So without further ado, let's jump right into the list with number 10. The Sakai Nike Blazer Mid. Sakai is a Japanese designer fashion brand that first announced their collaboration with Nike on the runway. The collaboration includes both a Nike LDV waffle sole and a Nike Blazer Mid. Out of those two sneakers, the one that I'm most interested in is the Blazer Mid, and that's why that one's on the list. What's interesting about the Sakai Nike Blazer Mid is that it's actually a mashup between the Blazer Mid and the Nike Dunk. That's actually why you've got the crazy sort of double paneling on the upper of the shoe, because you take the Nike swoosh from the Blazer and the Nike swoosh from the Nike Dunk. The shoe itself is primarily the shape of the Nike Blazer Mid, however it does have the Dunk's lacing system and the Dunk's tongue. Over the last couple years, I've really fallen in love with crazy looking sneakers, and this is one of those shoes that just does crazy so well. The paneling and the color blocking are nuts, but when put together, they create a really beautiful looking sneaker. The Sakai Nike Blazer Mid is dropping in 2 different colorways initially, a black, blue, and white, and a yellow, white, red, and blue. As of right now, it looks like the release date for both of these sneakers is April 19th. However, we've already seen the release date get pushed back once, so I wouldn't be surprised if it happens again. If you are trying to grab a pair of the Sakai Nike Blazers, it will be very difficult because the supply is limited and the demand is insane. So call your plugs, grab your lucky rabbit's foot, and be prepared to pay resale. Number 9. The Nike Air Fear of God Raid. The Air Fear of God Raid was just officially announced by both Nike and Jerry Lorenzo. This shoe has been leaked and rumored for months alongside of the Air Fear of God moccasin. However, people do seem to be a lot more excited about the Air Fear of God Raid than the Air Fear of God moccasin, for obvious reasons. Jerry Lorenzo based the Air Fog Raid off the 1992 classic, the Nike Air Raid. The inspiration is obvious, especially with the intersecting straps across the midfoot of the shoe. Unlike the other new silhouettes that Jerry Lorenzo cooked up with Nike, this one is more of a mid-top than a high-top. In my opinion, that definitely increases wearability. I have a lot of trouble wearing the Air Fear of God ones. I think I just don't have the right pair of pants or something. This shoe still features that signature Air Fear of God rectangular air unit in the heel. It's also got a full lacing system under the straps and still features that sculpted light bone midsole. The Air Fear of God Raid looks to be launching in 3 different colorways, a light bone and black like the original Air Fear of God ones, and then a new black and gray colorway. Apparently one or all of these colorways are dropping on April 27th, but I'm assuming like the Air Fear of God ones, these shoes are going to be very limited and difficult to get, so I gotta start saving now. Number 8. The Travis Scott Air Jordan 1. The Travis Scott Air Jordan 1s had a surprise release earlier this year, and since then, because they dropped in such limited quantities, have been reselling for like $2,000. But thankfully, it looks like we're getting a larger release on May 3rd. The standout feature of the shoe is the oversized reverse Nike swoosh on the midfoot of the lateral side. The reverse swoosh comes in this really nice black tumbled leather, and then on the medial side of the shoe, you just have your standard Air Jordan 1 Nike swoosh. I'm not totally sure why they didn't reverse both Nike swooshes on both sides of the shoe, but it is what it is. The shoe also features a lot of chocolate brown suede and some Travis Scott branding on the heel. My friend Kais got a pair of these early and I saw them at All-Star Weekend, and I've got to say the actual quality of this shoe is pretty impressive. Another interesting detail is that the ankle area of the sneaker is also velcroed together so that you can open it up and hide money or baggies of stuff. It's a super cool sneaker overall. I like the colorway, but I love the reverse Nike swoosh. It's surprising to me that they took so long to do that. I will definitely be trying to grab a pair of these, and as you probably expected, they will be pretty hard to get. Number 7. The Air Jordan 4 Bred. 2019 is the 30th anniversary of the Air Jordan 4, and because of that, Jordan Brand is re-releasing one of their classic colorways of the Air Jordan 4, the Bred colorway. The Bred 4s, also known as the Black Cement 4s, haven't released since 2012, and back in 2012 we got a Jumpman on the heel. This time around, we're finally getting the Nike Air branding. The Bred 4s feature a primarily black upper with red accents on the tongue and on the outsole. Of course, you've also got your hits of gray and white on the outsole, midsole, and heel tab. The Bred 4s are expected to cost $220, which yes, that is a huge amount of money for a pair of shoes, and also release on May 4th. The Bred 4 is one of those staple colorways, and if you're an Air Jordan 4 collector or just someone who loves classic Jordans, you have to grab this shoe. Honestly though, I don't think it'll be that hard to grab the shoe because I don't think it's going to be that limited. However, you do want to grab the shoes on release day because after release day, they're probably going to sell out. Number 6, the Air Jordan 1 Nike SB in the Lakers colorway. It's been a long time since we last got an Air Jordan and Nike SB mashup, and I'm so excited for this shoe. This shoe is releasing in 2 different colorways, a Lakers purple and yellow and a gray and white. Both of these shoes are actually coated in paint that wears off the more you wear them. The Lakers colorway wears off to reveal a Chicago colorway, and the white and gray colorway wears off to reveal some sort of pink colorway. Out of the 2, I think everyone's favorite is the Lakers colorway. Not only because the paint wears off to reveal the Chicago colorway, but also because that Lakers purple and white is so much more interesting than that white and gray colorway. I'm stupid excited about this shoe, like I can't wait, and I feel like I need to double up to have one Lakers version and one Chicago version. The last time we had a release like this was the Lance Mountains, which came in black and white. The paint on the Lance Mountain pairs wore off to reveal a mismatching Bred and Royal colorway. But as with most of the sneakers on this list, these shoes will probably be limited and very hard to get. The release date is currently set for May 25th for both colorways of the shoe, and like I said, I'm grabbing as many pairs as I can. Number 5. The Travis Scott Air Jordan 6. Travis Scott debuted this Air Jordan 6 colorway during the halftime show of the 2019 Super Bowl. No one expected Travis Scott to debut this Air Jordan 6, and I think that's one of the things that makes it even more special. This Air Jordan 6 features an olive suede or nubuck upper with pockets around the midfoot ankle area of the shoe. I have no idea what Travis is trying to hide in his shoes or what he's implying that people should hide in his shoes, but I think it's a cool idea. The Travis Air Jordan 6s come with a milky, semi-translucent outsole and orange accents on the pull tab and on the tongue. And of course, like all his other collaboration sneakers with Jordan Brand, there are Cactus Jack and Travis Scott details throughout. Other than that, not many details are known about this shoe. The only real look that we had at it was at the Super Bowl halftime show. The rumored release date is June 15th, but I definitely don't think that's set in stone, and I would guess that that's probably not even the actual release date. If you are trying to grab a pair of these shoes, make sure that you're staying on top of news about their release, because you never know with Nike, they could drop randomly. Number 4, the Adidas Yeezy 451. Very little is actually known about the Yeezy 451. All we've really seen are 2 pictures of a prototype and some crude sketch that Kanye tweeted. On April Fool's Day, someone did drop a Photoshop picture of what they thought the box would look like, but let's be honest, that's probably what the box is gonna look like, so Photoshop or not, that's what we're expecting. I'm a huge fan of the Yeezy 700 silhouette, and I'm very excited that it looks like Kanye is doing more sneakers in that vein. The 451 has this super organic and very unique, spiky looking midsole and outsole. I love how different this shoe looks and how Kanye is really taking risks with the Yeezy line. I think that's so cool. But other than that, there are not really any other details about the shoe. We don't know the price point, although I'm expecting it to be over $300, and we also don't know the release date. However, people are speculating late 2019, which makes sense because we haven't really seen any final samples yet. But at the end of the day, I think Kanye has another hit on his hands, and I'm really excited to check the sneaker out for myself. Number 3, the Adidas Yeezy Quantum. The Adidas Yeezy Quantum is the rumored name of Kanye's Yeezy basketball sneaker. The shoe kind of looks like a mid-top Yeezy 350, however it lacks the ribbed midsole of those sneakers. One of the standout details of the shoe is just the sheer amount of 3M used on the sneaker. There's like a thick scribble of 3M on the midfoot and then also some 3M on the heel. There's just a bunch of shininess going on with this shoe. Kanye has been spotted wearing this sneaker, so we know that a release date is somewhat close, hopefully the middle of the year or maybe even spring. Looking at the picture of Kanye wearing this shoe, it definitely looks like an insanely bulky sneaker, but that's to be expected because it is a basketball shoe. However, it does look bulkier than most of the basketball sneakers on the market, unless Kanye is wearing a size too big, which is possible. The shoe is most likely going to release in the $300 price range, which is kind of to be expected from Yeezy sneakers these days. And rumor has it the shoe is already banned from the NBA, but I'm not exactly sure why. It will definitely be interesting to see how many people actually buy this sneaker to play basketball in, and how many people just wear it for lifestyle. I'm definitely interested to see this sneaker in hand and see how good of a basketball performer it actually is. Number 2, the Air Jordan 1 Shattered Backboard 3.0s. This shoe might be my most anticipated sneaker of 2019. I love Air Jordan 1s, I love the Shattered Backboards, and this color blocking is fire. The Shattered Backboard 3.0s have been rumored for a couple months now, and the expected color blocking is similar to that of the Breds or the Royals, which is primarily black with orange accents. One of the big things that has not yet been confirmed that in my opinion could make or break the sneaker is whether the shoe is going to be made primarily of leather or if it's going to be made of patent leather. And in my opinion, that could really make or break the sneaker. It'll still sell out either way, but I think patent leather shoes just aren't as nice as standard leather shoes. Regardless, the color blocking is awesome, and the shattered backboards have become one of the most hyped Air Jordan 1s of all time, which means that these 3.0s are extremely anticipated by pretty much every Air Jordan collector out there. If you're trying to grab a pair of the shattered backboard 3.0s, the expected release date is October 26th. And I'm definitely trying to double up. Number 1, the Air Jordan 11 Bred. The Air Jordan 11 Bred is all but confirmed to be this year's Air Jordan 11 holiday release. The last time we got a true Air Jordan 11 Bred was in 2012, and I missed out on the release. The Bred 11s are probably my favorite Air Jordan 11s of all time, and I absolutely cannot wait for this shoe. I'm gonna double up, I'm gonna triple up, I'm gonna do whatever I can to get as many pairs as I can because I love the Bred 11s. Official images of the shoe haven't surfaced yet, but you could probably expect that the patent leather cut will be higher like the Concord 11s from last year. As I'm sure you know, the shoe features a primarily black upper with patent leather around the base of the upper, a white midsole, and a translucent red outsole. In my opinion, the Bred 11s rival the Concord as the most classic Air Jordan 11s of all time, and even though this release probably won't be that limited, it'll definitely sell out. The tentative release date is December 3rd, but that will probably move, and I would expect the price point to be around $220. But that pretty much wraps up the list for today. I've got to say, I'm really excited for all of these sneaker releases. Obviously, that's why they're on the list. Now, I would love to know your thoughts on this list and which one of these shoes you're looking forward to most, or if there was any sneakers that I missed, so make sure to leave those comments in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe down below if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.